Hi guys, and welcome to episode 24 of the M&T podcast.
24!
24. I don't even know what we talk about.
Talk a lot about Christmas adverts.
Yeah, we did go through the Christmas adverts as promised.
We talk a little bit about
Toy Story. And
our mantra on life
things and stuff. I feel like this is a long one. I can't even see the time.
It is long. It's a long one.
Those people that are listening on your walks, you're welcome for the extra steps. Keep going to the very end.
Yep,
if you're
allowed.
opening a bottle with us, then please sit back and enjoy. And I guess we'll see you in there.
Yeah.
See you in
the episode.
Sup, Matthew?
Sup, Tifflar.
Welcome to another Saturday.
Is it episode 24?
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
I was going to say I hope so, but I don't know why I would be hoping so.
What's 24 divided by 4? 6.
6 months.
Are we 6 months in?
Bullshit.
I think this is the longest I've been committed to anything. Other than you and my previous career.
Yes.
6 months in though, well done.
Congratulations. Would you like to celebrate with a beverage?
I think we shall.
You seem to have a bottle of red wine.
I have a bottle of red.
I don't drink red wine.
No, you don't, but you said you weren't going to drink wine on this week's pod anyway, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going to drink what I want to drink.
This podcast, 6 months and we're going off the rails. We can't, what are we going to call it this week? Something and wine and gin.
Yeah.
Ginny wine.
People know what they signed up for with this shit.
We should now just call it something and alcohol.
Yes. We got a comment. I know that we usually go straight into opening the drinks, but we got a comment this week for not last week's podcast, but the infamous episode 22.
When we'd already drank a
yes,
bottle.
And we got a comment, I think it was from Emma, that said, please always drink a bottle before you start.
Yeah.
We haven't this week.
Also, I think it would be really annoying. I'm sure some people were really annoyed by that episode.
I reckon we lost Sorry.
You lost
I
your
think
voice?
we lost subscribers that week. But people liked it. As long as one person is enjoying it, and that might just be Emma.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. If you don't like us...
You know what to do, people.
Unsubscribe.
It's as easy to unsubscribe as it is to
I've been
subscribe.
waiting all day for this.
Yes, go for it, love. Talk us through what you're having.
Well, I didn't want to have the same as last week, so I have gone for another gin off of our alcohol shelf, and it is Sipsmith London Dry Gin.
I believe
44%.
Jesus.
Get in me.
That's the bottle that Mum and Dad got us from duty free on the way in, I think.
And then they opened it.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've always said that the cost of staying at the Bennett Residencier is bring a bottle or two, and you can drink it as well, as long as you share.
Sipsmith? Why Sipsmith? Well, much as the same way that wordsmiths love to create all things wordical, that's what I do. Sipsmith love to create all things sipical, like gin. I don't sip it.
No. Oh, I love a bottle that opens that way.
Yeah, me too.
It's like being a pirate and you take the top of a bottle of rum off.
Is that a double?
I don't know. Well, I think we've discovered that neither of us really know what a measure is.
And I'm having it because we're in Ibiza with a Fanta Limon.
Ooh, gin and Fanta Lemon.
Fanta Limon Zero.
Fanta Limon Zero.
Yes, because as we have learnt in the Spanish language, all of the vowels only have one sound.
Yeah,
so
you taught me this week.
It's always I.
I is always I. O is always O.
Are you going to open your vino then?
I am. So let me talk through my bottle of red. Now, I think this sets a record. This bottle cost 85 cents. I'm very quickly going to open my currency converter just to give an accurate representation to our listeners. And I know that there are plenty in the UK and plenty in Dubai as well. So 85 cents is in the UK 76p.
Wow.
Or if you're in the UAE, that's 3 dirhams 70.
For a bottle of wine, they're going to hate us.
For a bottle of red, this is only 11%, so it's a quarter of the strength of yours. But 85 cents, and according to someone who we know here on the island, isn't actually that bad. So I thought I'd give it a try.
Does it have a label?
It does. It's called Cond Noble. Where's it from, so that I know what accent to use?
Look at the back, yeah.
Product of Spain. So, based on your theory of the language, Conde Noble. Conde Noble. Vino Tinto.
Yep.
It's the 2019, which means it's been maturing for at least a few months. So yeah, I thought I'd give this a go.
Yeah, so I went food shopping today. Wonderful. I know everyone would like to know my daily routine. And I went to get these, so I bought you a case. So I hope you like it.
Well,
I bought you 6. If not, we're making sangria out of it.
Oh yeah, we'll just use it in cooking.
Or vin chaud.
Do you know what? It's red wine.
Vin chaud. Vin chaud in French.
What's vin chaud?
Hot wine.
Oh, nice. Mulled wine.
Vin chaud, said in an English accent.
Ready? Oh, it's another one of those shitty corks that just falls out. It doesn't even pop.
Oh, no. Well, put it in your lovely wine glass. How much are you loving those wine glasses?
I think I said it last week. These wine glasses make wine taste better.
Well, this
They're just
85-cent wine is going to taste at least €2. Cheers, then.
Cheers.
I know what this tastes like, so it's your...
That's how good
That's
this wine...
ASMR, that is.
This wine glass is that good that I think it's still ringing. Now, I know I'm supposed to sort of like air red wine. I used to have an aerator, but don't have that anymore. Oh, is that a bit strong, love?
No, it just went down the wrong hole. Lovely. Take some then. We're on a podcast. You can't be silent. It is a dry red.
Do you know what? That is not bad. You're a classy bird. She just took a mouthful out of the bottle. You don't even like red wine.
But that doesn't seem terrible.
No, because usually a cheap and horrible red wine tastes like vinegar.
Yeah.
But that's actually quite smooth. That's
well,
quite nice.
Then thank you to
85
Nicola,
cents.
who doesn't listen, for recommending this. We will message you after we've recorded.
I love it.
So Vino de elegant wine with a brilliant colour of red.
Do you know what? It should just say on it, it's 85 cents. What can you lose?
Yeah.
Like, what can go wrong? If it's shit, use it to, I don't know, like clean the toilet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Very
nice.
I think...
Oh dear God. It's usually me who's having respiratory issues on the podcast.
We should start this week's podcast by explaining to the people that are watching the new location.
Yes. Hopefully most people who are listening have seen the vlog that we put out this week.
If not, go watch it.
Where we did, we have rearranged the furniture in the living room, partly for the winter and for the fireplace, which is roaring away nicely right now, but also to make space for the wonderful bar that is behind us.
How do you feel about the bar?
I fucking love the bar.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm glad. It's one of those things that we wanted. Well, I can't remember where the idea came from, where we were just like, oh, let's build a bar, but then it all happened quite quickly, because you know me, once an idea's in my head,
well, that's
we've
it.
already
Before
done it.
It was that quick that we must have just sort of had a very quick conversation about it. Before you know it, you've found something on Pinterest that you liked.
Yeah.
Reached out to multiple people on the island, sending them a picture saying, can you build this for me?
Yeah.
Got a quote, organised for it to come in. The shelves were built and put up. And within a few days, we'd also bought this unit, and I spent the best part of 4 days putting that together.
Well done. Did you like the project? I feel like you hated it at times.
That was my biggest. That's the biggest DIY project I have ever done, ever.
But were you happy with it?
No, I'm really proud of it. I really like it.
Good.
It's nice to sort of look at something and know that although I didn't build the shelves or build the unit, I made it look that way and sort of got it like that.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I don't want anyone to touch it.
It's far better than buying an IKEA unit.
Yeah, and cheaper actually, it turned out to be.
Cheap, probably plus the shelves being put up, still cheaper.
Yeah, I think it actually was. So yeah, well done on that.
But I think it looks great. I love that we've got some of our things and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's some heirlooms on there, and I just like it. I think it's nice.
So we moved our lounge around for winter so that we're closer to the fire and closer to the bar. Perfect.
This is our winter setup.
Yes, it is. Yes.
But that did also open up a space that we know is going to be for the Christmas
tree. Yeah. So we will have to record sitting in front of the tree at some point. We also should record sitting in front of the fire. Obviously not too close.
No, because we might
burn
and die.
But how's the rest of your week been? I know that took a lot up. What else has gone down?
Well, let me ask you, how do you think my week's been?
I think you've had a really good week, helped along thoroughly by my actions.
Okay, all right.
Obviously, you built the bar, nothing to do with me, but also I surprised you.
You did.
I had your piano shipped over from the UK.
Yeah, my piano turned up yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
And yeah, you had arranged to have that shipped over. It was in storage at my mum and dad's house.
For over 5 years.
Yeah, it's just been up in the loft.
And then today, I got you your amp.
Yeah, because unfortunately it's one of these big electric pianos that doesn't just work. You also need an amp, some cables, and all of those that I used to have in the past have somewhere along the line they've either gone missing or broken, and I just didn't have them anymore. So today it also was a surprise that you went out shopping.
I did do shopping.
And I know you did. And came back with an amp. And so today I've done a little bit of piano playing.
Exciting times.
It is good. Literally, I haven't touched...
chopsticks.
Yeah, I can teach you chopsticks. Maybe this time next week you can do a live...
I'll do the jingle.
You can do a live chopsticks on the pod. But it's nice because it was probably my first original hobby. I started as a kid and I played all the way up until probably like school, college years and stuff. And then it was sort of hidden away. Then I took it to uni and then I played a little bit sort of with the boys. But I haven't touched it in 7-8 years maybe. And so I'm a bit rusty, but it's fun.
Oh, come on. You cracked out a tune straight away today. Shut up.
You've already requested, though. Please make sure everything you play isn't just Coldplay and Muse.
Yes.
But unfortunately...
That's what you came out with first.
Unfortunately,
and I was like,
those are the...
I want Disney songs, Christmas songs, and musicals. That's all I need. You need to change your repertoire, my friend.
Well, that's my new... Another side project that I can now just sort of...
And Lavello things came.
Lavello things came this week, which was very exciting and look really, really good.
You've had a marvellous week.
I put out a YouTube video of that, which has been well responded to. Went on a bike ride today wearing it, which was really good. Taking some nice photos. Business is looking good.
It is.
I'm glad that you've picked up. I've had a good week because it has almost from start to finish. This week has been a very positive and good week.
Amazing. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you've had a great week. What about me?
I think similar. It probably is a little bit of it's been about me this week because of those sorts of things. But you are happy when I'm happy. So
happy wife.
Happy wife, happy life. But we've just done it the other way around this week. But no, you've been good. Work's going well. You're continuing with your fitness regime, which again is going well. You went on a run this morning.
I did. Strugs.
But you're doing well. You're doing really well.
Yeah, I went on a nice hike last Sunday. Mm-hmm. That was good. And I went to the beach last Sunday as well.
You did. You had like a day out.
I didn't see you all day.
No. We rarely have days where sort of one of us goes out and just does stuff all day. But that was one of those where, yeah, I just didn't see you all day. Yeah,
so that was a really good day. And then the week's kind of just normal. It's been good to be on track and just, doing what I'm supposed to do. And
You're doing very well. So you are doing very well.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's going well?
I know it's going well because of the numbers.
Are the numbers doing well?
Yeah.
Well done. Good.
Well, I'm lifting heavier and I'm lighter.
Lifting heavier but weighing less.
Yes. So...
Funny how that works, isn't it? The more you pick up,
sometimes
the less you weigh.
But right now it's almost like newbie gains again because I haven't done anything in so long. So right now it's all going to shoot up or down in the right direction.
But that's good because that's motivating.
It is motivating. It's when it gets to those stages where you're hardly adding anything on each week. But that's normally at a stage when your head's in the right place that you just know to keep going. So, so yeah, I guess, yeah, when it gets to that stage, I know I'll struggle a little bit again. But right now it's just like, get the stuff done. I have been really tired.
Well, that's
also
probably a mixture of probably reduced calories, but not too much. But
but higher expenditure of
more
calories
being spent on working out and stuff. But also, we've been watching I'm a Celeb, haven't we?
Yeah, and it is an hour ahead, so we've been staying up till 11:30 at the latest. But it's actually really affected me the next day because I still wake up at 7.
Yeah.
So we realised that it's repeated on ITV2 the next day. So we're being those old people that find it on repeat at a reasonable hour of 3:40 in the afternoon. Thank you.
We moved to Ibiza and everyone went, you're just going to go and party your life away.
I'm drinking Fanta Limon. What do people want?
And yeah, you've been massively affected by the fact that you couldn't go to bed at 9:30.
Yeah. 10. On a good day.
And watching I'm a Celeb has like made you more tired because it's on late.
But I've been able to watch the spiders.
You have. You've been very good around all the spiders and stuff.
Yep.
Would that in previous years have like...
I wouldn't have watched the adverts. I would have known
every
it's
single
coming.
advert break features a tarantula.
Yeah. I'd never been able to watch
and
that.
Yeah,
I know it's animated.
Every time there's one on, I get a little pang. Of
Panic.
Like I have to check she's okay, distract her, change
there are
the
real ones coming though, aren't they?
Yeah, in the next challenge apparently.
So I think it's the surprise normally. If I know they're there, I can kind of watch. But I am a lot better.
You're just so chilled about it. You're like, I don't like it, but I can deal with it.
And that's what the hypnotherapy was all about. It is knowing that it's actually not... I don't know how I'd feel seeing a real tarantula in real life, but
we're not going to test it, so it doesn't matter.
No, not this year.
I remember when I had my therapy, there was a particular session we did that was all about sort of managing things that can sort of knock you off balance and spark a panic attack or something like that. And it was about being okay with the fact that I don't like this, but it's not. I can deal with it. Like,
yeah,
there's always going to be shit things happen or horrible things to deal with. In your case, it could be that there's a spider. I don't like it, but what are the things that I can do so that I'm okay with this situation?
Yeah, exactly.
And already you're doing much better.
It's very different. I would never been able to watch it in the past. Even the creepy crawl, like the
you
bugs,
just don't really like anything with legs, do you?
But I can watch it, and it's quite big on the screen, so it's not. I know I'm just like, I'm watching a really big animated spider on TV, but it's actually a big deal. It
is, and you're dealing with it very well.
Yeah. So all in all, good week.
Good. We promised last week that this week you're going to talk about Christmas adverts.
Let me get my notes.
I'm going to go and stoke the fire very quickly.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about Christmas adverts. So I've literally watched a couple before sitting down here this very evening. And I'm just not happy with them this year, if I'm honest. I just think they are shit. I know they couldn't have live actors or whatever, but come on. I like the McDonald's one. That was cute.
That's a live actor.
Was it?
Oh no, sorry, that's the Coca-Cola one.
Yeah. Don't talk over there. The McDonald's one was cute with the kid and his carrot sticks.
Yep,
his
I
reindeer
like that
sticks. I like that. I like the ones that tug at a nerve, pull at a nerve.
Touch a nerve.
No, because that's
pull at a heartstring.
Pull at a heartstring. I knew something was there.
Something's tugging at something.
So these, I'm just going to read. I'm just going to read my notes. Lidl. When they have a stupid fucking bird saying it's a magical time of the year and the stupid lyrics which are horrendous. Worst one yet.
I hate that one.
That's my 3-word review.
All I remember from the Lidl one is
it's a magical time of the year.
There's a house with the Lidl lights on its roof and there's just a lot of noise.
It's the lyrics are really bad.
And I don't like it.
Terrible.
Fuck it.
Coca-Cola, which we just
Mm-hmm.
watched. Yes, a live actor because he did it all on his own. But I like that one. Terrible. Coca-Cola, which we just watched. Yes, a live actor because he did it all on his own. Yes, a live actor because he did it all on his own. Yes, a live actor because he did it all on his own. different stages of the advert brought different emotions to me.
Yeah.
I thought it was shit at the beginning. Like, firstly...
disclaimer, before you carry on. When you've got a thought in your head of... you're weird in that if...
Just stop there.
If everybody really likes something, you convince yourself you shouldn't like it.
Coldplay.
If everybody says that they don't like it, you also say, oh yeah, it's going to be shit. And so before you watched the adverts today on YouTube, you had already decided you didn't like them because you knew that the reviews from
my
them
family said the Coca-Cola one was really good.
Carry on with your journey through the
I hate
Coca-Cola
it.
advert.
Anyway, the different stages of the advert annoyed me. Yes, you're trying to get a letter to the North Pole. Fine. Firstly, it got wet. That's non-reversible. It's paper. She didn't write it on this laminated sheet. I would have, but she did not. Then he was paddleboarding somewhere. Why? Where did he get a motorbike from? Who knows? Cutting through the forest. I think he went the long way.
What you're saying is, it's a little far-fetched.
Yes. But then, did a full 180 on me. And she just wanted her dad home for Christmas. And so Santa brought him back.
Do you know what though? As soon as I saw that, I was like, if I was the dad, having done all of that journey, I'd be well fucked
pissed.
off.
Yeah.
All she wants is me home. I could have just done that journey. Instead, I've gone through all of this shit.
Yeah.
To get the letter to Santa.
Yeah.
Anyway. Coca-Cola, in my mind, is the original best Christmas advert. Holidays are coming. Do you remember? I remember in my childhood, that was the only proper Christmas advert, and it wasn't Christmas until that advert.
Yeah, and
they didn't change it.
Used
they
to
never
come
changed
on
it
during X Factor because it was prime time.
I remember it before X Factor.
Whatever.
I know you were born around when X Factor started, but
moving on to John Lewis,
the big one,
Buckle
because
up.
John Lewis are, let's be honest, they hold the title, don't
apart
they?
Apart from Man
they
on
are
the
on
Moon.
the throne. Even then.
People
They didn't
like
lose their...
I would like people's opinions on this. So, pause before you listen to my opinion and send me your opinion. And then, here we go. Are you ready? One, I'm going to ask you this because you might know with your media knowledge. I don't know. Why are there so many different types of animation? Is it just to show off?
Do you know what I thought when I saw it? I feel as if they probably outsourced multiple media companies and
didn't give the right brief.
No, they obviously gave the right brief, but I think what they wanted to do was go sort of this is the story, this is the part of the story that we'd like you to do, and do what you do best.
Yes.
So that it wasn't all just
they
same.
didn't pick
same.
very good companies.
Really? Could you do better?
Since when?
They didn't pick. Hold on. They didn't pick good companies.
Okay, well, the story's shit then. John Lewis is shit. The companies are fine. The animation is right for what it's supposed to be, but I hate it. Why would someone put a heart-shaped wheel on a car? Not going to run down the street, is it? Then, why does a hedgehog want to be friends with the gangster pigeons?
You're so literal.
Why does a hedgehog want to be friends with the gangster pigeons?
It's not
Also, why do they need a plane?
Who needs a plane?
The gangster pigeons get in the plane and make a heart.
That's true.
And who sang the song?
Don't know. And what song is it?
I have no idea.
Can I talk just for a second?
Oh, yeah, I'm riled up.
I don't know why you're so literal about these things. I love that you watched all of that, and your first comment you made while it was on was, well, a heart-shaped wheel's not going to work, is it? What is wrong with you? It's what it represents. That advert, I don't think it's their best. I don't think it's anywhere near their best.
Mm-mm.
But the advert, the story is about paying it forward. It's about kindness. It's about doing something nice for someone.
I don't believe in kindness.
And their whole thing is give a little love. And I like that for many years, it's been something materialistic. It's been an object. It's been something that they sell in one of their stores.
Yep.
This year...
Because no one can go to their stores.
Exactly. But they've been sensitive to that and gone, at the very least, give a little love. So although the story's not great, the song's not the best.
Celeste. Do you remember Celeste?
No, and clearly I still won't after this.
No.
But I'm going to fight their corner and I'm going to say at least it wasn't about, I don't know, some crockery set that they sell.
That's true. Well, still, not my favourite. Let's move on to my favourite.
Okay.
Tesco. That is my favourite this year so far.
Why?
Don't at me. Because it is relevant, and my 3-word review was reading the room.
Yes, yeah.
So, because they were like, I'm on the naughty list, like, I didn't do this year, I didn't do this, I did a Zoom call in my pants, and then my favourite, I didn't donate to Captain Tom.
And everyone goes,
but I did do a bake sale, which I like.
I like the guy that goes, I didn't sing happy birthday while I washed my hands.
So, that's my favourite because it's so relevant. Relatable and relevant. And let's not talk about relatable. We're not doing the Sainsbury's advert.
No, let's.
So, but that's my favourite. If you haven't seen the Tesco advert yet, there are multiple versions, but watch just the long one.
It is good. And I like that they've done well to sort of almost laugh at the year that we've had. Because everybody can, like you say, every single person, not only in the country that's being shown, but in the world, can watch that advert and go, oh, yeah.
And it's funny, that made me actually laugh when I saw it, which is good. And it's not fancy. It's them filming people like in a situation or even in a store. Yeah. So yeah, I like that one. And we just did very briefly watch the Sainsbury's adverts 1, 2, and 1 and 2.
Not out yet,
3's not available. I reckon it's probably today because it's Saturday, so they'll probably release another one. First of all,
let's discuss this.
We saw on Twitter this week that people were responding to the first of the Sainsbury's adverts because it featured a black family. Fuck off.
No, come on, let's actually discuss this.
That was
your discussion of it.
People were literally saying, like, how can we relate to this family at Christmas? Do you not have gravy on your roast? Sorry.
Well, and I think some of the things that I read, because obviously, it kind of went viral. The responses to it on Twitter particularly went viral of people like, well, this is me boycotting Sainsbury's and here's Sainsbury's going woke yet again. I'm never shopping in Sainsbury's again. What I liked was kind of the responses to that, where people were like, Sainsbury's don't want people like you shopping in their supermarket. Like,
I've literally just gone onto the thread. It's like another one added to the banned list.
Yeah.
Like, the worst advert I've ever seen.
It's what I think is what I think says a lot is I watched it. The first time I watched it, it didn't even nothing registered with me about anything.
Do you know
other than
it's a nice
roast potatoes. I fucking smash some roast potatoes. A good gravy does make a good Christmas dinner. And if anything, it got me thinking our gravy needs to be good this year.
Also,
but that's all that I thought. If you are watching that and what you're doing is you're not looking at the people smiling, having fun, laughing, singing, eating roast potatoes, having gravy, and you're not thinking, oh, that seems Christmassy. What you're seeing is, oh, their skin colour's not the same as mine, and therefore I don't relate to this. You are the problem.
Also, the Aldi advert is a family of carrots.
Absolutely. And a few years ago, John Lewis had a dragon.
What about the aliens?
Aliens? Who were they for? Weren't they for like Tesco, I think or Tesco Mobile or something?
Yeah, it was just...
no one complained about them.
Blue aliens.
I can't relate to these talking carrots.
I love the dragon.
That dragon.
Was cute.
So let's move on then.
Sorry, I went on the replies. Someone posted a picture up of like a white family at Christmas saying, hopefully the next part looks like this. Go away, Susan.
Do you know what? I would find it difficult if I was in charge of Sainsbury's PR and media team to not put something out and just say, if you have a problem with this, don't ever shop with us again.
A lot of...
You want to boycott and not come to Sainsbury's? Not a problem. We do not want you coming in our stores.
I wish there was like a technology where they find they know what these people look like, so they go, somehow. That's why the internet is so... That's why Twitter especially, it's so... You can hide behind anything on Twitter. Yeah. Whereas Facebook, you get tagged in photos and things like that. Like Twitter, you can just say...
Yeah, it's anonymous.
It is really anonymous. Like, I just wish they figured out who it was, facial recognition. They walk into a Sainsbury's store and then, like, they get, like, sirens and klaxons.
Yeah.
It's like, get out,
Yeah.
bitch.
This is
I
somebody
was going to say a
who
much
said
worse
that they,
word then. But
This is somebody who said that they couldn't relate to our Christmas advert. So, fine, don't shop at Sainsbury's.
disgusting. I read those and I immediately put them on my Insta story, like the post about it, because I'm shocked.
It's unreal. Unfortunately, I think this sort of level of extreme opinion and things, it's only getting worse. We live in a world where I swear it's getting worse.
That's not a good thing, honey.
It's not.
But
luckily...
But is it getting worse, or do people have a bigger platform to do such a thing, such as,
Well, they do.
presidents?
But they do. But, well, this is the thing. It doesn't help when you've got world leaders who quite happily put it out there to the entire world. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
Because when you look at leaders and you think that's an opinion, you go, well, that's actually kind of fact and I should follow. So
it's quite good that the Queen doesn't talk much because you don't know what she thinks because she's old.
Well, exactly. And old. I mean,
old.
If my nan had Twitter...
If Meghan Markle was still in the UK, she'd probably had a really bad car crash by now.
Wow. So let's get on to the royal family and how corrupt they are, shall we?
People are talking about Diana a lot recently.
There is a lot about Diana, isn't there?
There's new stuff on Netflix, like new documentaries and new programs.
She's just come into The Crown as well, hasn't she? I think.
Yeah. So it's a very big, like big little chat.
It's a big little chat.
It's a big little chat.
Anyway. So I want to close off the Christmas advert discussion by asking, what's your favourite John Lewis Christmas advert of all time?
Which one do I like?
You like the dragon one?
I like the dragon. Oh, penguins though.
Oh yeah, the penguins. Yeah.
Yeah, penguins, dragon, bear and the hare. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Are there any other ones I've missed that are really good?
I think every year I sort of get reminded of one that I go,
we need to watch them all again in order.
But
it's getting like Marvel films, isn't it?
You have to do a marathon. But every year I sort of forget and then get reminded. The Sainsbury's one,
1914.
that was World War One, is epic.
Yeah.
Timeless.
But people are using that against this year's and going, I remember when your adverts were good and like this, and posting one about white people in war.
Ugh.
Also, it's about war, Susan.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah. Oh, do you want us all go back to war then? Instead of a black family, have some gravy.
I've changed my mind. I don't like that one because I've never been to war and therefore I can't relate. My Christmas has never been about
playing
football in a frozen field and losing my life the following day. I'm never shopping in Sainsbury's again.
Oh, we get too deep on Christmas adverts.
Do you know what? It's just humans. I hate humans.
Yeah, me too.
Humans' opinions. Keep them to yourself.
Disney adverts very good, but we did say that last week.
Disney one's good. McDonald's one's good.
Yeah.
There's some good ones.
Happy with them.
There's no groundbreakers, but there's
some.
If
I've missed any, please send them to me because I do love watching Christmas adverts.
Apple still haven't released theirs.
They're not going to. It's like they don't do Black Friday. They're not doing Christmas.
Apple do Christmas. Or holiday, as they call it.
Holiday, yeah, you wear a different colour shirt. Well, used to.
Used to. Don't do that anymore.
What's going down?
I've
had a live question.
Have you?
From...
I might quickly check mine.
I think Mason. I think it's Emily Mason.
Oh, the wine winner.
Oh, she's changed her name on Instagram then, because she was... But oh no, don't worry. Anyway, who took Matt's swanky Lavello photos? Looking good, whit woo, back off. No, joking.
Well, Emily, I'm pleased to say I take those photos myself. They are glorified selfies. I'm glad that people like them, though.
They're really good. Yeah, really, really good. I've had a few questions this week. But did you have any other subjects to talk about?
No.
Okay.
And I've got quite a few questions, I think. So.
Oh, nice. Okay, so can I go for a nice, easy one to begin? This is from Lou, Ibiza producer on Instagram.
Yeah.
What's your favourite cheese?
Cheddar. I know that's really boring, but a good, mature, not too mature, but mature and not too crumbly
That's kind of like
Cheddar.
you. You're kind of crumbly, but not too
And
crumbly.
I'm a bit mature, but I'm quite, I know, not to be too mature.
Yeah.
One that slices well, so I can just eat it in slices, but not pre-sliced.
Cheese for your fingers.
Cheese for my fingers, which is a saying that I'm glad carries on. I made it up as a child,
Yeah, I don't really get
and
it.
it's stuck.
Cheese that you hold in your fingers or fingers of cheese?
I called it cheese for fingers. This is how
You're
young.
gonna have to explain
I know.
this.
Well, I can't explain it because I don't remember saying it for
It
the
must
first
be like
time.
when you go to grab a slice of cheese. It's
Well,
cheese for your fingers.
my thought is that yes, it's cheese for fingers. It's finger food. But I always used to say to my mum, "Oh, I want this is as a child, cheese for fingers. I want some cheese for my fingers." And it's stuck. And like right now, if I was in my parents' house and my dad was in the kitchen making sandwiches as he does, and I went, "Oh, Pops, get us some cheese for my fingers."
Yeah.
He'd know exactly three or four slices, thinly sliced cheddar cheese. Happy days.
Nice.
I would smash some cheese now because I'm drinking red wine.
I like Christmas because it means I can have Wensleydale and cranberry. I suppose I could have it any time of year, but it's much better at Christmas. Also, brie.
Yeah, see, I'm not a fan of the brie.
You don't like soft cheese.
No, I like hard
brie.
cheese.
Do you not like camembert?
No.
Not with stuff to dip in it?
No.
So you wouldn't have a fondue?
I don't mind a fondue. But I like a good cheese that you can eat on its own.
Brie.
No, not a fan.
Love it.
I had a similar kind of question from Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Sweet or salted popcorn?
Salted.
Yeah, I would go. I thought you would have said sweet because you like sweet stuff.
Yeah, but I like salted popcorn. But then I also need one of those giant, like Pepsi Max, and some pick a mix, which
Minstrels.
has some chocolate in. No, I go for pick a mix. Some sour sweets, but some chocolate. I tried to keep them separate, but they mix up in the bag.
Yeah, I like.
Basically, I'm going to the cinema.
If you but there's versions of popcorn at the cinema. I think in America where they like throw candies in there, don't they?
Yeah, people put like M&Ms in, and it melts the chocolate a bit, and then apparently that's really nice. Also, the protein popcorn we used to have was glorious.
Yeah.
I do like flavoured popcorn. We were a bit spoiled in Dubai because Candylicious had that like gourmet popcorn. I don't even know where to get popcorn here.
No. But I would choose salted as well over
salted.
sweet.
But then I'd need something sweet afterwards.
Well, that's why when I go to the cinema, it's salted popcorn, same as you, a big Diet Coke.
Yeah, and a bag of mint.
and a
Because
bag
Diet
of
Coke.
Because, I'm balanced. And a bag of minstrels.
Yeah, love it.
And usually that's all gone before the trailers are finished.
Yeah, we're bad at that.
And then I spend the entire film desperate
Really
for a wee because I've drank the biggest carton of soft drink.
I have to be
in the
really
world.
careful, because I'm like, I have to leave halfway through a film. If you could describe yourself as any character from Toy Story, which would it be? You'd be Bo Peep. This is from Bill.
Good one, Bill. I'm going with Buzz Lightyear.
Why?
Because he's awesome.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm relating to Buzz Lightyear in any way, but he is just really cool. And I used to have a Buzz Lightyear toy, like the proper toy as well. Not like the proper one with all the buttons and the wings that pop out and everything.
Did he
and
fly?
The retractable helmet. He didn't fly, but he did fall with style. I just love Buzz Lightyear. He was a cool toy.
I'm the pig.
Ham? Why are you Ham?
Because I think he's funny.
He's funny.
And I'm a pig.
And you're a pig. That's
or
lovely.
I'd be the dinosaur.
Have you seen all of the... Oh, I love Rex. Because he's the least scary thing in the world, but he's a dinosaur.
Yeah, and he's afraid of everything.
Yeah.
That's probably me, actually.
Have you seen all of the Toy Stories?
Yes. The fourth one's with Sporky, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I've seen
I feel
that
as if I
one.
might need to do a Toy Story marathon.
So when Writer George cries at every... Right, I've
But
got a friend who... I don't know why I call him Writer George.
Because you've got two friends called George, and that's how you differentiate.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because he's written like screenplays and stuff, and he's a massive movie buff, He also runs a cinema, I think, still. I don't know. Sorry, George. Anyway, he cries at everything remotely sad in a movie. So I always message him when I watch a sad movie. He cried at the song in 3. Is it in 3? Whose song is it? What? Jesse's song.
I think that's 2.
Oh, bloody Nora. What's 3 then?
3 and 4 kind of merged together for me because 1 and 2 were like big movies for me in my childhood.
Yeah.
So I really remember them and the storyline. I actually like 3. 3 I think is the one with the hugs a lot. The bear hugs.
Oh, the evil bear.
Yeah, the bear that turns into a prick.
I thought that was 4.
No, 4.
Oh, we're bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
this
guys.
is why we need to rewatch.
Maybe I'm the bear then. I'm Sporky.
Yeah.
No, I'm the head on the weird metallic legs.
Oh, from number 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
All right. Dan Buckfield here. Before I get to my question, I just want to say thanks to you both for your YouTube and your Instagram content. Since following you, I've really admired your "we do what we want" mantra. Is "we do what we want" a natural mindset, or is it something that you've cultivated over time? Good question, I thought.
Good question. Deep question. Could be really deep. I definitely think it's cultivated over time.
Okay.
Because I think in the past we've obviously been... I think actually it cultivated over time, but kind of before we got together type thing. Because ever since we've been together, we have been a bit, we do what we want. I think maybe, once we got like comfortable with each other, I guess. But before, like, obviously... we've been like slaves to our jobs. I've not really known what I'm doing. I still don't. And,
no one does.
But like, I think over the years of us being together, we've now gone, well, actually, why should we do like the norm? Like, why should we wait 15 years to move to Ibiza when we're actually youngish still now? Like, what would, like, yeah. So I think it's evolved and it's become a lot more prominent.
Yeah.
But I think there's always been that inkling of it because I just quit my job and started doing seasons. Like, I quit any job I decided I didn't like that day. Like, I'm that kind of, I've always been that person. So I think for me especially, I've been like that. I do what I want for a long time, but I don't think you have. No,
I actually think that you have brought it out of me.
Yeah.
I think in my first ever trip to Ibiza was probably the birth of me having this, do you know what? Fuck it. Just do what you want to do to have fun and just to enjoy yourself. And you very much have that, you know what, you live once kind of thing. And do you really want to waste years and years and years of the one life that you have thinking, I'll do that one day, or I won't do that because it's not what I'm supposed to do. I think it's important that we sort of add on to that our sort of second mantra to "we do what we want" is "don't be a dick."
Oh yeah, that's our life mantra.
So, and when you mix those two things together, we do what we want, but we're not like, not at the expense of other people or upsetting anyone or destroying ourselves and our lives at the same time. Like, there's a lot of things that I want to do, but I don't necessarily just go and do them with just carefree.
No, exactly. I have a lot of spreadsheets behind a lot of things.
Exactly. Like, there are budgets and there are limitations to what we can go and do.
Yeah.
So we don't just do what you want.
I do like how you've paired those together, that we have that first one where we do what we want, but also it is backed up by "don't be a dick." And that's not just us, it's everyone in life. Like, we don't, like, if we look at someone and go, "Oh fuck, you're a dick," like, we won't keep them in our lives, or we'll be like, right, you kind of need to sort this out. Like, because if we don't want people around us. They say the sum of your 5 closest people. So if you don't want dicks surrounding you, if you don't want to be a dick yourself.
In the past, you've very consciously and openly said that there have been people around you that maybe are friends or acquaintances who are just being too negative. And it's like, if I'm going to continue to spend time with you because you're my friend, I'm going to tell you now.
Yeah,
I need you to find more positives in what you're doing.
I have actually called some people out on that.
Yeah, which I think is good.
And it's really hard.
That's a good friend. That's a good friend.
Yeah, but it's difficult. But it changed. It did change, and it's just like, right, let's try and find a positive in this. Like, let's try and figure out what we can do to make this better, rather than just complain. Go, kind of like not moan about it. Go, right, this is the issue I'm having, without kind of being whiny, and then feel free, reach out to your friends, reach out to me, and go, I'm having this issue. This is kind of the facts of it. How do we fix it?
Yeah.
And I will help anyone do that. And so, yeah, I have called out friends, and they are still my friends. It's not like I've sacked them off or they've sacked me off for calling them out. That's the sign of a friendship. Like, it's actually gone really well. Whereas now we look at things a bit more, is it pragmatically?
Yes, good word.
Thank you. We look at things a bit. Can we edit that out? And I say it really confidently.
We'll also edit it out if actually it turns out it wasn't the right word.
Oh yeah. No, we've looked at things kind of a bit more head on, without being too kind of under our feelings about it, and kind of engulfed in that, rather than just trying to get out of it. So yeah, if you have a very, very, very negative friend, don't think that's not affecting you, because it really is.
Yeah. Just like negative news, negative timelines, negative. It's funny that we've got onto that, but to go back to it, we do what we want, but don't be a dickhead. I think it's kind of like they balance each other. It's a safe rule to have. Like, do what you want, be happy, choose happiness, choose to do the things that make you happy, but also choose to get rid of the things that don't make you happy. To go right back to, if there is a Christmas advert that upsets and offends you, mute it. You don't need to then just go and give a speech to someone to say, like, there are lots of things I don't like watching. There's lots of things I don't like buying or owning. So I just choose not to.
Yeah,
that doesn't
like, you don't like seafood, so, you know.
I don't go and protest outside of fish restaurants going, your food is disgusting. I just choose not to eat it. Right, but it's just that. Don't be a dickhead.
Talking about positivity, I've realised you missed something from my week.
What happened during your week?
I won a competition.
You did win a competition,
which I'm very excited about.
Tell us very quickly what.
Basically, there's a new burger place that's opening in San Ann next week, and I love burgers. Next summer. And
what's it called?
Called Ibiza Burger, but I beef. Brilliant, Ibiza Burger. And they put out a competition. They were trying to grow their following in the first few days of them being kind of launched on social media. And they were like, whoever follows us between this date and this date, you'll be in the draw to win a full day out on a like luxury boat next summer, all catered for food and drinks by Ibiza Burger, plus a champagne dinner at Ibiza Burger restaurant another time. And so it's worth like 3,000 euros.
Well, because it's not just for you, it's for you and 8 friends.
I'm going to have to find 8 friends.
People are going to come out the woodwork now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Hello now. When I posted it online, I got a few messages like, I'm coming.
Maybe you should re-competition it.
I'll raffle it off. Oh, I could do
like save 4 and of those places.
We could do a competition. Another one.
I think that's basically like subletting an apartment, isn't it?
Yeah,
which is technically, it's just
is
you
that
shouldn't.
Legal?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Ibiza Burger will be happy to know that you've re-competitioned their competition. I'm pretty sure you can find 8 friends.
I have 8 friends.
Yeah,
at least
can scrape them together.
So yeah, I'm looking forward. Are you looking forward to a boat day and a full day?
Yeah,
it means you stop off at loads of beaches, dive in.
Do you know what?
Lose another pair of Ray-Bans.
Last time I did a boat day,
you're not taking Ray-Bans.
I don't remember. So yes, I'm very much looking forward to it.
I'm very excited about that. Sorry, I just had to bring it up because it's great. Talking about Ibiza, this is from Tomislav on Instagram. Your best favourite DJ set in Ibiza, where, when, and name the DJ.
You might as well do that because...
But have you not enjoyed a gig ever here?
Well, a gig, yeah, but like DJ set. I haven't really gone and seen a DJ set in Ibiza.
You didn't enjoy Avicii at all?
Oh yeah, Avicii was fairly epic. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I did know. Do you know what? My instinct is always that. Do you know what? I'm not cool enough for Ibiza.
Oh, you've seen a few DJs.
I always just think like, well, I don't know all of these DJs that people list off of like the top of their heads and stuff,
Yeah,
and therefore,
of course.
like, and.
But you've seen DJs. You've been to Radio 1.
I've seen Fatboy Slim.
You've seen
twice.
Fatboy Slim twice. You've seen.
I never went to Radio 1.
You never went to Radio 1 weekend?
No.
Okay,
I've
well, you've
never
seen
been.
a few DJ sets at Ibiza Rocks.
Yeah.
So you've at least seen 4 there.
Yeah.
And then you've seen DJs.
I'm gonna say
I know who
Avicii.
your favourite DJ is. Patrick Nasby.
Patrick Nasby, there you go.
Patrick Nasby at Ibiza Rocks.
Absolutely. Seen
Done.
him multiple times. Always a banger.
But Avicii in 2014 at Ushuaia
That was magic.
was pretty epic.
Yeah.
He did ask you to explain about the kind of day and the event. Do you remember what you did that day?
Avicii.
Before.
Okay, yeah. So Avicii 2014. I was on holiday here, and it was a Sunday Fun Day. Sunday Fun Day at that point basically meant a handful of, firstly, my friend Adam, who worked out here, but Nicola, Sarah, a handful of people who also worked in and around Ibiza Rocks and stuff. Sunday Fun Day was a lot of people's day off, so let's just go to the beach, take lots of drink with us, and just drink during the day. That's basically what we did.
You went to Calabasas.
We went to Calabasas Beach. Sarah turned up halfway through with a bottle of champagne, which we used as a mixer in vodka. But long story short, we got very drunk. And just during that visit at the beach, it was sort of like, well, Avicii's on tonight. Shall we go? And you were working.
I was working at reception in Ibiza Rocks, and I got a phone call that afternoon from Nicola, my boss, who was hanging out with you, going, can you write us some tickets? Do you want to go to Avicii? And I'm just like, oh, and then it was like, Matt says he wants to go. I'm like, okay. It's like, can you write us 4 tickets out? And we'll.
Did I ever pay you for those tickets?
Probably not.
Fuck it.
Oh, you owe me.
Oh, well.
And then we got a walk on to eat on the way there in the taxi,
Mm-hmm.
which hardly anyone ate. And then we went to Ushuaia.
Yeah. It was great. I do remember that being awesome.
So, but weren't you? Oh no, was that when Adam had his selfie stick taken away?
No.
So that was another.
No. Friends of Adam's who came with us, the girls, they had a GoPro on a selfie stick which got confiscated.
Yeah. And then was it you who had your shirt off, whipping it
I
around
took
your
my
head?
top off and yeah.
Classic
Good times.
behaviour.
Avicii, short answer.
Yeah. One that really sticks out in my mind is when I went to see Tiesto in 2012
What a shot.
at
Tiesto.
Pasha.
Not when you saw him in Vegas? Or is this an Ibiza specific question? Does it say
This
in
is Ibiza specific, and I forgot that I'd seen him in Vegas. But 2012, it was the first time I came to Ibiza, and so it was one of my first proper clubbing experience. It's when he was in Pasha, and it was jam-packed, and I could not move. Nobody could move. It was definitely illegal. Also, another one that stood
One. You've got one.
Oh, but I went with George to see Duke Dumont in Sankey's, and that was fun.
Pick one.
Tiesto.
Cool.
So
You've just told us. Great story.
Damn, that's
It's one. You can't go listing every DJ you've ever seen, or we'll be here all night. I've now got a bit of a story to tell you.
I saw a long thing on that
So
screen.
this
I was
is
like, what?
from a guy called Brian. Hello, we, Lynn and Brian,
Hi, Lynn and
are
Brian.
enjoying the podcast. I have a question for this weekend's, which I hope hasn't been asked before. So I'm going to ask.
Listen back.
I'm going to ask the questions that he has.
Yep.
But he's then added a story of his experience in Ibiza, which I think you would really like.
Okay.
So, question is, how do you get on with your neighbours? Language barrier, I'm presuming, is a bit of a problem. I'm just thinking for anyone who's planning to move, that language barriers may be a bit of a worry.
Are we answering them as we
Yeah,
go?
let's answer that.
So we live in a casita, which is part of a kind of main house from Vicente, who is our landlord, who lives in the main house. There is a giant language barrier because he speaks zero English and I speak very little
And I speak
Spanish.
no Spanish.
So I can have a nice, good morning greeting, but that's about it.
Do you feel as if that impacts or is a thing to worry about if you're moving here?
No, because you can have an English agent who will help you find a house and negotiate. Basically, our agent was a translator for us, and we all sat in here and signed the documents. You get English versions of your documents, which is fine. People in the banks speak English because obviously expats come here all the time. I just feel a little rude, I guess.
Yeah, if anything, the motivation to learn more is not because you can't get by. It's more that it'd just be nice to be able to converse a little bit.
When I went in the post office to pick up a package, all she asked me for was documentation, like ID, and I didn't understand her properly. And it's just like, that's something I should know. And so, I am learning. I am on a Spanish course right now. And you have to just be confident in not being good.
Yeah,
and
but don't
things.
let it be something that holds you back.
No,
if you want to live here, and there's Google Translate. There are things that can just help you through. Like when I went and bought all of the stain and tools and varnish and stuff for this, just a wall of different options.
He means the bar.
For the bar that's behind me, sorry. So when I was doing my DIY, you're in a hardware store, a wall of different options, nothing's written in English, but I've got Google Translate, which literally you point the camera at it and it says that is for wood, or that is for metal, or that is a matte finish and whatever. So
I think
there are tools that can help you. Otherwise, you would feel a little bit like, oh God, like I can't do even the most basic things.
Yeah,
but
if you don't have a mobile phone, then maybe it mimight be difficult. Because I literally type in things to my Translate if I'm not sure. Take a picture of a sign on a shop door and figure out what it says, in the Translate app. And obviously, I'm trying. So I am now asking people to slow down when they speak to me in Spanish. I know how to ask people how to slow down. I know how to say, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. And I know how to ask to speak English, rather than just shouting at someone.
I think that as English speakers...
And I can order a lot of food.
As English speakers, we have this kind of pride thing of, if I can't do it perfectly, I'm not going to do it. But put it this way, reverse it. If someone's Spanish came to you in England and was struggling but was going through English and said to you in broken English, could you slow down, please? I'm learning. But I would be of course, let me help you with this. And that's because I don't speak your language, and I'm just pleased that you're trying.
Yeah.
And I think when you flip it, you realise, I think a lot of people come here and think, unless I can speak it perfectly, people are going to laugh at me or think I've got, what's my right to be in here not speaking the language and stuff. And actually, people appreciate you trying.
Yeah. If you listen to Spanish people that speak English here, no one's English is perfect. They say things wrong all the time. Yeah. They normally put everything as a he. Yeah. Because they don't know which one to do. So, because you have masculine and feminine here, so they do a lot of he. Their words aren't necessarily in the right order, or they're saying something wrong, but they're still talking in English, which
and you can figure it out,
which you understand. Yeah. They are more than happy to try. And my Spanish coach teacher person was use your hands, or if you know part of the sentence, say the rest in English. People don't mind, people get it, and people will help you. So it's not a barrier, absolutely not. If you think it's a barrier, then you're just not brave enough.
The camera had stopped recording.
Oh, Matthew Charles.
I'm so sorry. There may have been a period, if you watch on YouTube, there was a period of black there, and I apologise.
So this week's emoji is the black moon face.
Black moon face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do you know which one I mean?
Haven't we done the moon face before?
No, not the black moon face.
Okay, black moon face.
Someone sent me a list of them all.
Love that.
Can't be that one.
So anyway, Brian's story.
Oh, okay, sorry. I forgot.
You'll love this, and I'm filled with adoration. Admiration.
Do you adore him or do you admire him?
I admire him, but I adore this story. Anyway, we've been watching bits that we've seen of your wedding as well, because obviously we talk about the wedding quite a lot. And our wedding video is accessible on YouTube. People can find it. We had a wedding ceremony 9 years ago on the cliffs opposite Esvedra. It was a small affair, 11 guests, but I will leave this with you. Up until 16 hours before the ceremony, Lynn had no idea.
Oh my God,
They
love
got
this.
engaged at 2 o'clock in the morning and told her that we were getting married that day.
So he had it all planned. What if she'd have said no?
Well, you just know, don't you? Brian clearly knows Lynn.
Brian, you legend.
Like, how epic is that? That is we do what we want.
Love it.
So, proposed to her at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Where
God knows
were they?
where.
Brian.
Like, Brian left that bit out.
Brian, tell us where.
And that day, or that, I guess, afternoon/evening, they're at the cliffs opposite Esvedra with 11 guests, and they got married there.
I love it.
That's Ibiza for you. And I love that.
I do like the fact that here you can obviously have a blessing wherever you like.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously have to do the legal bit another time. So that's amazing.
Cool, right?
Love that. Yeah, you were right in saying that I would like that story. I do.
Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I do.
Because I've got 3, all from the same person.
Are they from Bill?
No.
I've got a live one.
I didn't get any from Bill.
I've got a live one from Bill. He sent
okay.
one as we've been speaking.
Okay.
If you could be any fruit or vegetable, what would you be and why?
I would be
Oh, fuck's sake.
a custard apple.
Oh, yeah. Love a custard apple.
Well, it turns out they're really nice. I like them because, and I'm going with it because, firstly, it is the newest of the fruits that I've learnt even exists in the world. I kind of like that they're a little unknown. They're a little mysterious. Like an avocado, you have to get them on a good day.
Yeah, that's true.
They literally...
He didn't ask whether you related to any fruit or vegetable. They're asking if you could be anyone. What would you be?
But if this is Bill's question, it's what makes
relate.
you that. So, and I would say they look kind of weird, but they're sweet inside.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
I'm
love?
a prickly pear.
Fucking
Or
hell.
one of those stinky fruits.
Why are you picking something to sort of...
Well, I'm not a strawberry, am I?
No, you're not you're not sweet in any way.
No, exactly. So I'm picking things that suit
You
me. I'm
are
a
a
prickly
not
pear.
yet ripe banana.
I'm not ripe. Oh. No, I think prickly pear is nice because pears are nice. You just got to get through the prickly
I'm
bits.
going to say
We should have done this
that
for each
you're
other.
a coconut. Now, does that count as a fruit or vegetable?
Coconut's a fruit, is it not?
Or is it just a nut?
You're a nut.
Is the clue in the name?
I don't know. Well,
Anyway, I'm going with the
explain your
coconut
thoughts.
because you're kind of like, you are rough and hard
And
on the
hairy.
exterior, a bit hairy. You also kill someone if they drop on your head from a height. But underneath and on the inside, sweet and
makes a good alcoholic beverage.
nutritious. Yeah, and a good garnish.
Oh, you make you a pina colada.
You're the inside of a bounty. You always get left behind in the box of celebrations.
I've got one more question.
Go for it.
This is from Sam Jones on Insta. If you could be a fly on the wall, where would that be, past, present, or future?
Pikes in the 80s and 90s.
What, Freddie's party?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be a great fly on the wall. But I'd want to join in.
Yeah, I guess if you're a fly, you can't. Maybe that's what flies are trying to do. You know, flies are really annoying.
What are flies? Maybe they are people.
They are people
who
from the
actually
future.
know how to be a fly on the wall.
They're people from the future. Turns out that's all that flies are.
Shit.
Flies are
I love
people
a
from the
conspiracy.
future able to come back and
Be a fly on the
wall.
wall.
And they're just trying to get involved. And we just swipe them away. Fuck off.
Swat,
they're
swat,
just
swat.
irritating.
Oh no, that's amazing.
So I'm going with Pikes in the 80s/90s. I'm just going to pick Freddie's birthday.
Yeah. I want to be somewhere Do you return to your normal self afterwards?
Oh, why do you get this deep? Of course you do.
Okay, perfect.
You're not a fly for the rest of your life.
I want to go somewhere where Trump has done something really illegal and then come back and tell them all about it.
Do you want to go to was it Epstein? You want to go to
I don't want to be anywhere near Epstein.
But you want to be a fly on the wall on his private island when Trump was a visitor.
Yeah, good shout. I want to get someone in trouble.
Okay. I reckon Freddie's birthday party at Pikeside can get some people in trouble.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to get people in trouble. That's all my questions.
Nice. Right, I've got 3 from Wendy.
Are they quick fire?
Yeah, they can be. So the first one is for me. Where did the name Livello come from? Livello.
Would you like me to explain it?
Do you know how to?
So, velo is something to do with cycling.
Velo is...
Velodrome.
Yeah.
And then...
It's French for bike.
And it's... I was getting to that.
Is it French or is it Italian? Now I'm questioning myself.
It's another language for bike. And then you just put the L-O in front of it because it spells love.
French for bike is bicyclette. It's Italian for bike.
Okay, anyway. Did I get the rest right?
Oh, no. Italian...
Wow.
Oh,
just do
dear.
velo. Oh, wow. You don't even know your company's origin. Jesus wept. Just type in velo origin.
Velo is French. Anyway, that's terrible, isn't it?
Pretty bad.
Anyway,
you did say French first, so you were
I
right.
did.
So it's fine.
Actually, when me and John Ashmore were making our brand, originally it was called Sleeve, spelt SLV, because if you've seen our designs, from the very beginning, the designs were always just going to be one sleeve has got something on it, a colour, a design, a pattern, whatever. Then we were kind of like, well, does that work? Is that more just sort of like a line of product within a company and whatever? So we were looking at other things. We were going to call ourselves Ride, but spelt with a Y, because that's, whatever.
Super cool.
Yeah. Anyway, myself and John Ashmore were at a coffee shop in Dubai, a bike-related coffee shop, a cycling cafe. And we were sort of looking at sort of making our logo and really, really early stages. And Ashmore found a font called Livello. So there is a font called Livello. Mm-hmm. And I'll always remember, he just sort of looked at me and went, this font's quite good. It's called Livello. And we just went, well, why not just Livello? Like, that is the word love.
But it does have love and velo in it.
Love and velo,
So
which literally means love of the bike. Love your bike. Love bike. I mean, that's all that it means.
Bike love.
It does annoy me that the brand name that we've picked, a lot of people mispronounce. A lot of people call it Lovelo. Which
so they do it the
me.
wrong way around.
But it is Livello.
Maybe you should put a little...
Maybe it needs an accent on it somewhere or something. I don't know. But it came from that. And we used that font.
Need an accent on
We
the
used that
E.
font in our branding. We actually contacted the guy who designed the font and were like, can we use the font? Like, can we have a version of it so that we can like sort of use it within our branding? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. That's fine. And so that's...
When you had velo come up, was the accent on the E? Because the accent is where you put emphasis on the word and it's velo. So surely there's an accent on the E.
1 second, please.
Yep. Hold music.
No, there is no accent on it.
Fuck it. All right, so that's a great quickfire question.
Maybe there's different versions where, yes, potentially it does have an accent over the E.
That will help people pronounce it. Because you put the emphasis on where the accent is.
Who knows? Maybe in the not too distant future, my company has an accent over the E.
Maybe it can just be a bicycle. Little bicycle.
It could be just a little tiny one.
Anyway, next one.
Are there any stories behind any of your tattoos?
Apart from the Arabic, which is our wedding song, then no.
No, you famously...
Oh, I do have a Disney quote on my ribs.
A dream is a wish.
I didn't know where you
Your
were.
heart makes.
Beautiful. I do have a dream is a wish your heart makes tattooed
Why?
on my... Because I like Disney and because it's actually a nice saying if you think about it.
Dream is a wish your heart makes.
It's quite cute.
Except all dreams are created in your head.
No, they're a wish that your heart makes.
A dream.
They
No.
say, yeah.
We could get deep on that, but I just think it...
I don't care.
Anyway, it's... Other than that, you famously have all these tattoos, but you've only picked them because you like how they look.
Yes. Yeah.
Really no other story.
I am very superficial.
Yeah. I'm kind of fairly the same.
You have a dinosaur in your hand.
I do have a dinosaur because I like dinosaurs. I've got a wolf because I like wolves. And then we have the Arabic, which does mean something.
Does.
Does.
We only had them done a couple of days before the actual wedding.
We did.
Which is quite
And
cool.
then the last question from Wendy, and I think we can close on this. Could either of you ever be teetotal?
I have done it once for 4 months, 3.5, 4 months.
You went 101 days or something.
106. So yeah, just over 3 months. Because I was in the right headspace, I was fine. But also, alcohol's fun.
Yeah, I think honestly,
I'm a lot more
if we had
balanced.
to, we could. If somebody said to me tomorrow, if you have another drink, like
You're gonna die.
like terrible things, I'd go, okay, fine, whatever.
I would find another vice.
But do you know what? I particularly here, and I'm finding recently at this time of year as well, after a day of doing whatever it is that we do, it's lovely. It's part to me. It's more of the ritual of opening a bottle, having a nice glass, sitting down on the sofa, having the TV on. I like that to be a part of the end of the day. You've looked at me while I've been talking through all of that like I'm talking shit.
Some people would... No, not talking shit. But some people, if that's a thing you have to do every day, then that's a problem.
It's not a problem because I don't have to do it every day. I like to do it most days.
I could, but we are living a balanced life, not a all or nothing life.
Yeah.
And that's something I have to get to grips with in my head. I have to log, at the moment, I'm back to logging every single thing that I eat or drink. So every gin is counted,
But I
which
think
it helps me keep balance.
It's good that you still allow that. And that's the thing is
I do give up a slice of bread for that or something though.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people wouldn't do that. They would go, I am not drinking, I'm not drinking, I'm not drinking.
Yeah, I don't want to do the podcast like sat here with just a Fanta lemon when you've got a glass of wine. That would be...
Well, this is it. We have moved away from an all or nothing kind of extreme ends of
I
the
also
spectrum,
think
kind
that's
of.
going to really help us when it comes to next summer and the parties start again.
Mm-hmm.
And we're out, and I think it will just help us keep a bit more balance in our lives rather than go, opening party week, see you in 10 days, bye.
Exactly.
I will do that.
Yeah, I know you will. So no, I could if I had to, but I don't need to, so I won't.
I know people do it, and that's fine, and that's you do you, but that's not me. I like tomorrow we're having a barbecue.
Yeah.
And we're having Bloody Marys when we start. Like, people come, the first thing you get is a Bloody Mary. Basically a soup. It's a gazpacho.
It is. It's nutritional. It's one of your 5 a day.
But it's like, that's something that we do. And then, there's wine. We bought wine. We bought beers. Like, nah. I need to figure out how many drinks I'm allowed tomorrow.
Okay.
All of them.
What a fun evening we have ahead of us,
Wild.
figuring out
We're
what you're
making
allowed.
tacos.
We are. Actually, I'm getting quite hungry, so let's... should we close off?
Yeah, thanks everyone for your questions. I know we're not running a competition right now, but please go on to Apple Podcasts and give us a little rate and review, especially if you're new here. If you're on the YouTubes, click the old thumbs up, leave a little comment, because that does help us reach more people, and more people need to see us.
Everybody, I think, can agree. This should be seen and heard a lot more than it actually
We should be brought out on Netflix.
And at this point, that's over to you.
Life with
Share
the
it with your
Bennetts.
friends.
Dun, dun, dun. No, that's not the Netflix tune. What is
If
it?
we were to get our own TV program, like camera crew following us around, what channel do you think we'd be on?
It would be terrible. It'd be like ITV-B, where all of the
I was going to
Z-listers
say
go.
ITV4 +1.
Plus one. Why +1?
Always the +1.
No, we wouldn't be available on actual TV. It'd just be online.
Okay.
Anyway,
thank
so
you
much
so much
for the chat, love.
And we're going to go have some food now. We'll see you next week.
See you in the next one. Bye. Hold on.
Happy times. Nostalgia.